Boom, what is up? Trying something a little bit new today. I haven't made a video in a while, but I actually just got a new helmet and I'm pretty excited about it. Now actually, before I get too far into my camera review, I have some exciting news. I actually just redid my whole kind of video podcast area. If you saw my last video, we're expecting a baby in Christmas. Before I get into my helmet review a little more, I want to go ahead and show you a little preview of my bar. You go ahead and skip this if you don't care, but I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so if we back up a little bit, shout out to Brian, my podcast co-host, who helped me build this bar, and my dad, who helped me finish this bar, because otherwise it would not be finished without Burn Dog's help. A bunch of different brewery merch, total beer nerd. Got my podcast set up here going. Koozies and beer in the beer fridge. Oh no! Oh my goodness, of course I just spilled water. This is I haven't decided where to hang this. This is a snowboard that everyone at my wedding signed. That was pretty cool. And then, this is why we're here, baby. My new, I used to have this big glorious shelf for all my camera gear. But I was able to condense it all down to this like $15 tote. And it really does a good job. So, got the Canon R right here. We got my big lens, my other lens, 360 camera, a couple GoPros, the drone. And then check this out. I actually rigged a charging port in here. So you pull it out. Oh yeah, I got extra camera there. My batteries are all being charged. This is just full of SD cards. And yeah, just like a bunch of bonus rigging. Oh, there's my speaker. I've been looking for this thing. Let's get back to the review. Today we're going to do a quick review of, this is the Altec helmet from 100%. It's tight. I'll spoil it right now. It's cool. I just wanted to make this video today because I have only had like one or two other helmets and I've always bought a cheap helmet. But this is the first time I decided, you know what? Life's important. I had a really bad wipeout. I don't know how well this shows up, but I just about toasted my old helmet, and it's not like a bad helmet that I was used to. This is not the new one. This is my old helmet, by the way. This is called the Giro. I like gyro. Whatever it is. We'll say Giro Fixture. They're real cheap. I think it's only like, I think I only paid $60 for it, which is pretty great because I used it for about maybe 2.5 years. It's done the job. It's not super heavy. It's not like fancy by any means, but like I said, it does the job. I had the most brutal wipeout the other day. It's like where you cross the street and like there's sidewalk ends here and the other sidewalk ends here, and you cross the street, and usually, you know, it's like a ramp, it's a normal sidewalk, but this was a curb. So I was going, and then I only noticed it was a curb like way too late. So obviously flip over that, going probably about 20 miles an hour through a subdivision, and landed right on the noggin. This thing's been beat up. You see like right here, a couple dents, bangs, bruises. And it's just time to get a new helmet. I've heard from a lot of people, whenever you have a bad wipeout like that, the number one thing you gotta do is check over your helmet, get a new one. The biggest reason I'm talking about this helmet right now is because if you are looking for that first helmet, I can't recommend this thing enough. It is so affordable, it's stylish, they got a bunch of different colors. I think it looks like pretty cool for a mountain bike helmet. It does not break the bank. There is an adjustment right here, and we can go ahead and crank that open or closed. It honestly makes it pretty easy. This is by 100%. I typically I've only bought a few products from them. I've had a couple sunglasses, I've had a couple gloves and jerseys, and I gotta say, top down, I've never bought something that I didn't like from this brand. It could be a little pricey, I will say that, and you could probably find something as like pretty competitive to it for cheaper, but you are getting what you pay for, in my opinion. So this model here, of course, is the slate blue, and I went with the large and XL. So when in doubt, I think you're gonna be fine. Their sizing actually goes extra small to small, small to medium, or large to XL. So I kind of think if you know you got a small head, you probably want to go with that small to medium, because I can't imagine how small that extra small is. So let's talk about a couple features real quick. This has what they're calling Smartshock. I don't know what that means. It sounds cool though. If you are looking for MIPS certified helmet, this is one of them. Now I don't think you're gonna get the is it MIPS or MIPS, whatever you want to call it. You're not gonna get that with the fixture here. It is not MIPS certified. So that's something cool that you get with this. Let's go ahead and open her up. Pop this open. Man, is this color cool or what? I absolutely love it. I think the color is a slam dunk. All right, so let's put the helmet aside. Came in this bag that we don't really need. You gotta love when a brand gives you some stickers, right? That should be branding 101. I want to talk about marketing at all. That whole third pillar is after the sale's done, you want someone to be an advocate for your product. There's no cheaper way than some cool stickers. Look at these things. They don't cost you anything. Just throw some stickers in the box. People love that. I love that. Wow, let's look at sizes real quick. This is crazy. This is insane. And the difference here is not necessarily the size of your head. It's the actual padding and material that's around this. If we look at the thickness of, we'll call it like the foam or whatever on here, on the sides it's actually kind of skinny, but at the top, if you can see this, that is all foam from there to there. And then we look at this, when we look at a cheaper helmet like this, which is just so skinny all throughout it. It's kind of cool to see this, so you really can get an idea of why you are paying twice as much for a helmet like this. You know what? I've been looking all over. I'm on their website right here. I don't think they tell you how many grams it is. Probably because it is a little bit heavier. It's not detrimental by any means. If you are more of an XC guy or whatever, these probably aren't the helmets that you're looking at anyways. For some downhill, I think, and some just casual trail riding, this is gonna be pretty great. It's so funny opening a new helmet just knowing this poor thing is gonna go through so much damage, especially with me as an owner. Man, I fall at least 3 times a week probably. It's embarrassing, but it's pretty true. Got the 100% branding back here. So now this is cool too. Even though it is 3 different sizes you can buy, you still have this fine-tune adjustment right here, which is huge to me. How funny is this? They put front. I mean, I guess some people don't know, but I really couldn't imagine somebody putting it on like this, and this thing is not very comfortable. If you can see in here, I'm gonna try to get a good shot of this on the GoPro. Let's get that light in. This whole thing comes out, and it's got a nice kind of fancy little button system. You see these guys? And it comes out so easily. And it just kind of pulls out, but it does feel secure enough that it's not gonna fall out when you take your helmet off. I'm just gonna rip this out. And the reason I'm taking that off is because it comes with thicker pads. So here's why I like this feature. Because if you have, maybe you want softer cushions on the top, but not the sides, or whatever combination, they kind of let you do that with this. So basically unlimited customization to get this helmet working for you. So I do want to be fully transparent. It actually looked like this just happened. So actually, as I was showing you these features, I must have pulled too hard, and not one, but 2 of these prongs actually fell out. That's a big red flag. I don't love that. Although, I can't complain too much. It's not like I don't have super glue. I think I can pop these back in. I don't think that's gonna affect the safety factor. These are just designed to hold these, as far as I can tell. I don't love it. I'll tell you that much. That's not great. I went ahead and just super glued these guys back in, and it feels absolutely fine. Still bummed it happened, but at least it's a really easy fix. It's not the end of the world. So, summing it all up, who's this helmet for? I think it's for me, a guy like me, really. I've been mountain biking about 3.5 years now. I've had about only 3 helmets, I think. This is my 3rd or 4th helmet. I'm looking for something. I'm having a kid. I want to be more safe. I'm taking my safety a little more seriously. You see all the helmets out there. This was my first step into wanting to invest in my safety. I've always just gone through helmets like this because I am a crasher. I crash a lot. And I know I'm going to be constantly replacing my helmets. I don't want to be invested more than $100 for a helmet. So that's what's kept me in these under $100, 50 to 100 range. Like I said, I think this was only about 60 bucks. And I still think these they have their place if you are like me, or if you were like me. It still does its job. Like I said, it saved my life 4 or 5 times. This thing is no slouch, but it's a time in my life where, I mean, I can afford a little bit nicer of a helmet. Again, not the nicest helmet. There's way other helmets, so this is a nice middle of the line. You get all those safety features you want. You have the customization. You have the 3 different sizes. You have this really, really nicely designed wiring system that's gonna fit to whatever size head you have, even if you buy the wrong size. I don't have a lot of complaints here. So if you are debating in that $150 to $200 range, definitely consider this helmet. Be careful when you're replacing the damn pads though. Oh man, that does bug me a little. I might take this quick second to plug the Local Roots podcast right here. Brian, who I just mentioned, is my co-host. Every week we have a new mountain bike episode of a podcast all about, like I said, mountain bikes, our local trails here in Michigan. We like to talk about some craft beer. We've had some cool YouTube guests on. If you are a fan of Paul the Punter, Biking with Bobo, the Duke of MTB was a great episode. We've had so many. Oh, Biker, B1KER. What's up, my man? There's a fun time. Some really cool guys. Definitely got to check it out. Again, obviously it'll be linked or whatever, but the Local Roots podcast. It's a fun time. Come join. That's all I got. Stay tuned. I'll have a little bit more info on this after I give it a real life try. And until then, I'll see ya.